So now we're just going to go follow them because they are actually going for the dagger. You can see this guy out here who is, once again, isolated themselves. The classic horror movie mistake. And we're just, now they're probably going to just try and beat, oh, they're not going to run. Fool! You fool! Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's Monday night, and we're trying to get back into the old routine, which is we play our main game for the majority of the streaming weekend, and then we play a little variety. In this case, we're playing some Evil Dead the game, so let's jump into it. So what's going on, chat? How's everybody doing out there? Hope Monday was treating everybody well. Just got to pop out my chat real quick. So yeah, we're taking it a little easy tonight. I'm sure we're going to be talking phobies most of the evening. But we're going to be playing some Evil Dead. I have been enjoying this game offline, although because I've been putting so much effort into phobies as of late, trying to get stuff up and running, which, by the way, if you're interested in Fight Night, sign-ups are live. You can get the information over in the Random Thoughts Discord. If you're watching this live, then ! Discord. You can check out the details on the Fight Night channel. But we're going to be jumping in. We're going to be playing a little Evil Dead, playing as a Kandarian demon. In this case, I'm playing as Necromancer. That's the only one I played as. The other options you'll see are Warlord and Puppeteer. But I haven't leveled those up yet. We're just scoring some points to try and, so that way I can just jump in and immediately rank them up when I'm ready to go. I don't even have a build for it. We're going to be jumping in as Necromancer. The objective of this game is it's an asymmetrical shooter, air quotes. Looks like this game might have crashed. Yeah, that one. Somebody disconnected. So it's an asymmetrical shooter. What does that mean? Well, it's 4 people against 1. I am the one because I am the bad guy. The idea is, if you're not familiar with Evil Dead, that there are demons, there are deadites, there are these other monsters. They're trying to come in and, brutalize humanity. Me being the bad guy, I'm trying to ensure that that happens by preventing the 4 survivors from collecting the various MacGuffins that they need to in order to banish evil from the world. In this case, like I said, I'm playing as Necromancer, so you can see my units here. The center one right now is Evil Ash, and then we also have our elite skeletons as well as our plain old regular skeletons. The majority of the time I'm going to be running as the regular skeletons, but we actually have to build up to it in order to utilize these to begin with. So like I said, it's 4v1. The survivors are going to be running around the map, and you can see them here now. They're going to be running around the map, and they're going to be trying to collect pieces of the map. The map will then lead them to the 2 artifacts that they need. The Lost Pages, the Necronomicon, and the Kandarian Dagger. Once they have those, they can assault the dark ones, which are the ones that are trying to open the portal into the realm of the demons or whatever. I'm not a big, to be honest, I think I've seen parts of the Evil Dead movies. I don't think I've ever watched any of them start to finish. Although playing this game has definitely gotten me interested in it, where I kind of want to go back and give it a try. But if they succeed in defeating the dark ones, I have one last chance by destroying the Necronomicon. There is a time limit on it for them to get to the last 2 stages. I've yet to be in a game where that mattered, for the most part. So my goal is just to get to the biggest, baddest level I can as quickly as I can and eliminate the survivors. It's easier said than done a lot of the time, but I'm also not very good at this game. Now, I have maxed out the Necromancer. It's actually not that difficult to level up. But I sunk all of my bonus points. Like, you get experience and then some bonus points that you could sink in to inflate levels. At least accelerate, we'll say, rather than inflate. You can accelerate your levels with spirit points. And I sunk them all into leveling up this particular demon, so I hit max level pretty quick with it. So we're jumping in.
I am the whispered voice of darkness.
You start out with nothing. These blue points are the Kandarian Dagger and the pages, respectively, so I need to go find them. The red things there that I'm picking up are energy, so you can see down in the bottom center of the map, or the screen, rather, are where, and they're explaining the objective right now, is Linda. That's the voice. She's one of the bad guys from the movies. So the idea here is these red things I can set traps at. So I set a scare trap and I'll gain experience. Now my camera's covering it, so you won't be able to see it, but it increases my level each time that I do this, whether I'm picking energy up or I am laying traps. And unfortunately, this thing controls very like, it's awful. So we want to go northeast. The reason being is that there's a place on this map, there are 2 maps called Dead End. And Dead End, there's a lot of power-ups for the survivors. But on the way, you can see that blue thing there is the Kandarian dagger. On the way, I'm laying these traps because they will 100% have to go to the Kandarian dagger at one point. So I might as well get the traps ready. Plus, this gives me experience, so when I get to the survivors, I'll be a higher level. If they perform certain actions, they'll become visible. Namely, if they get in a car and move on the map, if they shoot a gun, if they do, they get scared. Because the demons feed off of the terror of the survivors. Now, let's see, where are we? We want to go east. Like I said, we want to make it to Dead End. There's a lot of places I can lay traps, and this is... Ooh, they're already here. That's not good. So they will hear me crashing through things, but I need to find them so that way I can scare them, get up my levels. We already have level 2 traps, which is good. That's one of the pages for them, or not the pages, that's one of the map pieces. So it looks like they are just looting. There's one of them. You see the yellow outline there? So what we're going to do is try and scare them. Or they're just going to run away. Like, I'm not sure where the hell they're going. Now, they're caught up by some of the random mobs here, so we're going to jump scare them. That gives us a level. If they... Now, because I've maxed out my trap levels, that means that it will spawn elites. I didn't really explain how the leveling process goes, so we'll talk about that. But basically, as I level, I can, level up my abilities. And as I level up my abilities, in this case, there's a max level on the trap. Ooh. So I'm going to put mini ashes here. It's a different kind of trap that I can lay down. So we're just trapping everything up. We want to get to highest level as we can. Leveling it up just, as you'd imagine, makes your powers better. Whether it's your guys do more damage, I can possess things, including the survivors, and then they do more damage, have more health. My summons, I can summon things on demand. There's a variety of different effects that are afforded by this. We're actually going to get this, and then we're going to go... one of these guys, if I can get it to spawn. So we're going to possess this guy, and we're going to try and clobber this survivor.
Why do these humans still have hands?
So if we down him, obviously we get a bunch of points. Every time I hit them, I'm getting extra experience. Ah, we whiffed there. So I got to run him down. I actually can't jump things, which is kind of obnoxious. Oh, did he heal? Yeah, he must have healed in the meantime. So we're almost out of energy, which we just lost. Okay, so we're going to go extra energy here. We did down somebody over here. It looks like they just got downed by the random mobs. That's hilarious. So they got downed by the random spawns, like not even something I did. Maybe they walked into a trap. We're just getting some extra energy here so I can lay down more traps and also possess things. We also need just a few more seconds for our scare to come back up. There we go. 3, 2, 1. We're just doing this for the energy. Oh, he jumped out the window. I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk wasting it because it's on a 2-minute cooldown. So hopefully they don't go out the back door here because I was a little slow getting to this guy. Nope. He turned a corner, so we couldn't actually get to him there. So we're just going to try and harass the survivors as much as we can, but I got to find some more energy real quick so I can continue doing that. Basically, we just annoy them, scare them so that I can see them. Is this game good? I saw it released but didn't bother watching it in gameplay. I really enjoy it, but I've only played as the demon. A lot of the streamers that I watch play as Survivor, but it feels like a game that you probably want friends with when you're playing as Survivor. I haven't played any of the other games in this genre, like Dead by Daylight or anything like that, so I don't really have a point of comparison. The only game that I played in this genre is Predator Hunting Grounds. So we're just going to possess and try and down this guy. The flautist, which is you can hear the flute going, that guy gives all of the nearby summons buffs. So we're just gonna clobber this guy. Oh, he got it. I don't know how he dodged out of that. But we got him. Don't worry, he's not getting away, chat. We'll do this. So they'll be able to pick him up, but basically every time I down people, and as I'm damaging them, like I said, I'm getting experience. So, like, I'm getting power leveled here because they keep engaging me, and they're not getting anywhere. Why do you go from third person to first person? So this ability here is possession. It's not that I unlocked it, it's that you have access to do that right away, and you can possess either the survivors when they have a red aura. So, like, that guy's red. That means that they are so scared that I am able to possess them. That's the only time I can do it to people. Otherwise, I can possess my summons, and then I go work as the skeleton, as compared to me being in, we'll call it demon mode, like this. So the majority of the time you are as the demon, but there are times where you will be able to possess things. So we need some more energy so that way I can make a portal. Where are you going, friend? Where are you running to? We're just gonna drop that there. This team does not seem to be very interested in, like, getting the job done. They're more interested in just kind of fighting me, which is not what they want to do for the most part. See, like, they just keep going down, and I'm getting levels every time. I didn't mean to do that. So as I'm gaining these levels, like, eventually I'm just going to be too powerful for them to actually fight. Now, I can kill them. There is a resurrection mechanic. If you control the person, the player can only watch what they're doing. Yes, it literally says the demon is in control, and you can't act. And you can, therefore, as you'd imagine, go kill their friends. Or, one of the hilarious things is, see how, like, this guy has a crossbow? There are different range weapons. Like, there's shotguns, you know, the classic boomstick, stuff like that. And as a result, what ends up happening is you can just waste all their ammo. Like, ammo is a finite resource in this game, and it actually is relatively rare. It's not, like, hugely rare. See, I'm gonna possess this guy now. Which I shouldn't. I should switch to their gun, but honestly, I haven't played Survivor, so I literally don't know how. They do take damage after the possession, so I'm gonna run him over here just to be annoying. Like, that accomplished nothing, but it was just for the demonstration, basically. So I have my Infernal Energy maxed out, which means that I will... Alright, I'm possessing this, which means I automatically regenerate energy. Normally, you do not. You have to go pick up the red orbs. So I'm going to drop out of this guy, because there's no point possessing this skeleton any further. Now, I lost track of the other ones, but I'm going to just follow this guy, who seems to just be hanging out on their own for no apparent reason. Like many other games in this genre, which, again, I said I haven't played that many. Okay, they're all over here. But it's like a horror movie. Don't be on your own. Like,
is a step closer to
so they've, at the very top, you can see all the way to the left, there's 2 out of 3 there. That's because they've found 2 out of 3 of the pieces that they need. Wow, my flautist is still up, so I still have the buff. That's why you can see the red. Oh god, he chopped my arm off! But a shield bash. Shield bash. Get him. Now, there are different classes of survivors. They all have different abilities, and some of them are more annoying than others. Like, some of them do more damage, some of them have, they can buff their teammates, some of them can do this, some of them can do that. Like, there's a medic, as you'd imagine. This guy's smart, because I can't follow them through windows when I'm possessing something. So he made a good play there. I feel like these asymmetric multiplayer is always funnier to beat a monster. It is a lot of fun. Like, I'm enjoying it. Now, would I play it, like, compare it to Phobies? Would I play this as long as Phobies? Probably not. I'd take a break. Plus, when I first started playing, and I don't know if anybody watching this is getting this, but I was getting an enormous amount of motion sickness playing as the demon, because it controls like you're a floating orb, which kind of makes sense. Oh, by the way, I can possess the cars too, which is kind of hilarious. We're going to go after this person because they isolated themselves. I don't know why they're going in 2 different directions. Now, this person has chosen to be off on their own. Some teams will elect to, like, split, I think, in the assumption that, you know, well, I can't get all of them. It's like, yes, that's true. But one of you is isolated now, so I'm going to kill this person. Ah, they got out of there. So they were waiting to see who I was chasing, basically. So at this stage, I'm just going to follow one of them and annoy them. Like, this person in this car, they can drive around as much as they want. They look like they're now going to go try and meet up with their team, so I'm going to follow them. They don't have the whole map, so they don't know where the Kandarian Dagger or the pages are. 13 Friday Night, Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I played Evolve, actually. I forgot about that. I played Evolve back in the day. Being the monster in that game, I didn't find very fun, comparatively. But I really enjoy Predator Hunting Grounds. Alright. I don't know what that person's doing, and they're kind of annoying me, so we're gonna go this way. Until they find the other piece of the map, I can kind of do whatever. Plus, they power leveled me to level 20. I know, again, I'm covering it with my camera, so people can't see it. We're just gonna lay some traps. As long as we can keep tabs on them to a degree, they're all gonna meet up eventually. So like I said, each time that I lay a trap or I pick up these red orbs, I get experience and level up and get stronger. So laying the traps has its own inherent advantage anyway. Plus, they'll randomly stumble on these things and then go, oops, I set off a trap, I might die. We saw a couple of them go down already. But right now, you can see in the bottom left, they're all back up. One of them is almost dead. Because they had to have resurrected them because we did get a kill earlier. And the timer in the center is only until they have to get the Dark Ones.
The humans now know the location of the lost pages and Kandarian Dagger.
I like to play Evolved's monster role just because the monsters are so cool. They absolutely were. The monsters were awesome. It just, I personally didn't like the gameplay loop because I don't know. I think it was very much this was the first game of its kind in the genre. I don't want to do that. So now I'm controlling one of the elites, which I really don't like. I prefer the other skeletons. They're more agile. And we're just going to have to run this guy down. But the longer I harass them, the more resources they have to burn either to recover health or recover fear. So we're actually going to drop this guy. The reason being is I want to harass them a little bit more. So I possess the car. Not really useful. It really is just draining energy, but it buys time at this stage because they can't use it while I'm controlling it clearly. So now they're going to try and hoof it to the other locations, it would appear. And in the meantime, did we get him? We got him. We got a jump scare there. So now we just do the same game plan. We're just going to hunt them down. As long as they stay near us and keep fighting, I'm going to keep killing them. Now the problem is that there are Gears of War style finishers. You can kind of see it. It's easier to see as you'd imagine when you're playing as a survivor. But the survivors are invulnerable while they're in those animations. So it can make it challenging sometimes where like they're executing a random mob. And then all of a sudden I'm wailing on them but doing nothing. So we're just going to drop more skeletons here because it's going to keep them busy and hopefully that person bleeds out. And in the meantime, we go get some energy. How do the survivors win? So up at the top center, you see how they have the completed map. There are two other things that they need to collect. The lost pages of the Necronomicon and the Kandarian Dagger. When they have all of them, they're allowed to assault the Dark Ones, which is the next thing in sequence. Once they do that, the Necronomicon comes out, and if I don't destroy it in time, then they will win the game. Whoop, they got me.
Shake it up, Green Puff.
Now, I haven't even summoned my boss yet. I've just been harassing them with regular skeletons. Oh, they got the Flautist now! I lost my buff! I'm still gonna clobber them. Now, the thing is when they go for the dagger or the pages, it's gonna announce it like a global thing, and I know where they are. So, as soon as they, like, even, let's assume for the second that they split up, and these guys are keeping me busy, it doesn't matter, because I will be notified when that actually happens.
Hey, quit faking and start killing.
So, like, they can't sneak the last stuff, is the point.
Coach says we got work to do.
Here comes that sheep sled.
So I'm just going to beat the crap out of the Survivor with the Survivor. Eventually, when they hit me, I lose energy. That's the red bar at the bottom. So my possession will run out faster if they do that. Obviously, they want to break me out of it for other reasons as well. You know, all the obvious ones, but... So now we're just going to go follow them because they are actually going for the dagger. You can see this guy out here who is, once again, isolated themselves. The classic horror movie mistake. And we're just... Now, they're probably going to just try and beat... Oh, they're not going to run? Fool! You fool! You fool! Now, this is not like the person we want to go after, that big enraged thing, the yell that they do. I forget what class it is. Like, I don't know the Survivor side very well. But the bottom line is that it makes it more difficult. I think this is a medic, the one with the shotgun here. I'm just waiting for her to dodge, so that way, she's good. She knows what she's doing. She's not letting me actually connect because of the dodges. That's okay. We're gonna break this off. We gotta level up. We're gonna level up everything before they even get to the damn pages. Which do you like more, this or Predator Hunting Grounds? I'm not sure, honestly. Like, I've been having more fun lately with this, but I think the difference is this. I really like the Predator franchise to begin with, right? So I have an idea in my head of what the Predator is and how the Predator should work, right? I want it to be this stealthy hunter. But the way that game works is it's much more spammy and first-person shootery, or, well, I mean, it's a third-person shooter, but it's much more shootery, for lack of a better way to put it. It's like a stupid way to put it, but than I'd like. So the game is fun, but like the Predator bunny hopping and things like that feels dumb.
We've been waiting for you.
I'm just kind of camping this kill, because if they don't come for him, then they die, and if they do come for him, hopefully we kill him. This was a great game to start with, because this team is bad. Oh no! So I got staggered here. There's a balance bar that will stun you if you get hit too many times. And like I said, this particular player, the one with the shotgun, I think that's Cheryl, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna drop out of this. Is very good. Like, they actually know what they're doing to a degree, compared to everybody else who's just like running around like a lunatic. But they don't know that I'm here, so jump scare. Oh, and by the way, you can possess the trees, certain trees anyway, so we set an evil tree trap. We're just gonna summon a bunch of skeletons and say, come get me. Like, try and resurrect this guy, please. Please come in here, I'm getting stuck on the couch. So this person may know what they're doing as far as actual fights, but they are still isolated. Get them. Get a hit in. We're only going to get one hit because we're not going to be able to run them down that much again. Getting body blocked by our own mobs. So they still have yet to start the dagger, because there will be, as mentioned, a big call out. There we go. See how, like, this now happened? So I'm going to set up some traps, and then we'll actually get to display the boss here. So they have to sit here for a certain amount of time until this goes off. So we'll summon a bunch of skeletons, we're going to hide our flautist, and then we're going to summon Evil Ash. So now we're Evil Ash, and I get a whole bunch of new abilities, like I can summon skeletons. Now I make it so if my skeletons die near me, they will resurrect, and I'm going to run this guy down. One chop, get out of here. So there's one guy bleeding out, there's one guy dead. Well, one guy now disconnected, they've just given up. Now there's no survivors here. They're going to have to start this over again. I'm actually going to drop out of Evil Ash. I've never done this before. Because there's no point. It's just going to drain my energy. So I'll go and set up traps. They have to come back for this guy, so I'm going to get all the traps ready. Man, they are in... Like, this is bad news for the survivors. This is bad news. Now, like I said, a lot of the streamers that I watch play as survivors, so they usually crap on all the demons. Can you change your minions and abilities? Well, there are 3 different types of demons. I only play as Necromancer right now. I don't have the other ones leveled up. It's Warlord and Puppeteer. And if you're familiar with the Evil Dead franchise, they follow the demons from there. So, for example, my boss here is Evil Ash. That's from Ash versus the Army of Darkness, I think, the 3rd one. Whereas the Warlord has Henrietta, who is, I think, from Evil Dead 2, question mark? And then the Puppeteer is Elagos, which I'm not sure if that's from the Evil Dead show or Evil Dead 2 or what that's... Oh my god, this guy clobbered me. He, like, immediately broke my balance bar. Oh, I didn't even know she was there. Now I lost both my arms, so I'm headbutting people. I know you can't really see that very well. One of the drawbacks of this game is it is kind of dark. Alright, so we'll max out our boss and get Demon Vision, which is... I basically never go Demon Vision. So we're just gonna keep chasing them. Like, eventually we'll wear them down. It doesn't matter how good she is, we'll get there. Like, either I'll get her or the mobs will. And she's, like, basically out of resources at this stage because they've had to heal so many times. Normally it doesn't go this well, honestly, chat. Like, this is incredible. Can you change, just pump up the game? Oh, got him. So I'm doing heavy attacks here. That was a light attack. Oh, they rezzed one. The other person's still disconnected because they rage quit, but that's fine. Like, eventually they'll make their way back to the objective. But seemingly not anytime soon. But yeah, each of the demons get their own set of mobs. So the Elagos ones look like actual demons. I have undead. The Warlord one look like 90s punk rockers and lumberjacks. Just demonic. I know that sounds weird, but, like, I'll show people after this game. I'll go and show the units and stuff, and you'll understand. I'm not going to drop the Flautist because I want to wait for... See, that's a finisher. I want to wait for the dagger to go up. There we go. So we should be able to down this guy, possibly. Alright, we're going to drop off this. So I'm going to wait for all my stuff to come back. Basically, I'm just waiting for my energy to come back. Then I'm going to hide the Flautist. And then we're going to drop a bunch of minions on their head. And we'll go Evil Ash. So Evil Ash also gets to do something cool, which is he gets to Vader choke people. Quick, into heavy. Get chopped. Where's the other one? Where are you? You're behind me somewhere. You're over here. You're in this direction, but I can't see you. There you are. Alright, so we're going to Vader choke this person. You just Vader choke and then vampirism kicks in, I guess. The franchise is weird, it's goofy humor. Yeah, I vaguely remember it, but I wasn't like a huge fan growing up or something, so I only saw parts of the movies. I remember, like, specific scenes, and I think the 3rd Evil Dead, the one with Evil Ash, is the one that I remember the most. And if you listen, you can actually hear a lot of the lines. Like, the skeletons will talk shit to the survivors, and it's kind of hilarious.
Broken, beaten, and bleeding. Pathetic.
And if you didn't hear it at the beginning, like if you joined the stream late, the demon that's talking to you is Linda from the first Evil Dead. Like, some of this I just Googled and, like, looked at the wikis for to try and understand. But yeah, I looked up the movies because I mentioned before that my wife is very squeamish. So I wanted to see, like, oh, well, maybe we could watch these. And no, like, everybody's like, yeah, it's super gore heavy, like unbelievably gore heavy, on top of being just generally gross with a lot of things. So we'll show off the demons here. So there are 3 demons, like I said. There's Warlord, Puppeteer, and the one I was that was Necromancer. We'll start there. Excuse me. So I'm maxed out. Level 45 is the max currently. And then you get these different abilities. Each of them has an ability right now, I say on the B button. Obviously I'm playing on PC, but I'm playing with a controller. So the idea is you have Evil Ash as your boss, and then you get these abilities. I have the Skeleton Elite, and then I have the basic Skeleton. I'm assuming there will be skins at some point. And my B button is the Skeleton Flautist, which gives buffs. I like the first 2 movies, not so much the third. Been a while since I actually watched any of them, though. Yeah, exactly. Like, I kind of want to watch them, and supposedly the show, there was a remake of the first one, I think, in, like, 2013. But in, like, 2017 or 18, they did a show and brought back Bruce Campbell, and supposedly that's pretty good. And it introduces a new demon, Ruby, who's rumored to be the next demon that will be added. And, of course, they're adding other survivors. These aren't the only survivors, by the way. I never even bothered to do the single-player missions, which allow you to unlock extra ones. So there's, like, 5 different versions of Ash. You can literally build an entire team of just Ash. And they're from all the different movies and stuff. Yeah, the show was really good. Nice. So this is one of the other demons. This is Puppeteer. So your boss character here is Elagos. I assume that's how it's pronounced. And then you have Demi-Elagos as your elite unit. And then the Deadite Berserker here looks like... It's like some kind of demonic biker, I guess. I don't know. I don't know which movie or show this is from. They all sort of function in the same way. Like, they have a heavy attack, they have a light attack. You can see down here that they can dodge. But they also have unique things. So, for example, the Deadite Berserker can self-destruct. The Demi-Elagos can conjure itself, like split, like mitosis, and create another demon. It also can wield lightning, and so can Elagos, who, oh, by the way, when it moves, like when you're just running, it's literally invisible. And then you just pop out of nowhere and call down lightning like you're freaking Raiden. It's actually pretty cool. So that's Puppeteer. That class of demon is actually focused around possessing the survivors. Like, there's a lot of stuff in their tree. Like, I don't play it, but I've watched other people and, you know, reading up on it. Their tree is based around decreasing the cost to possess survivors. So you scare them, take control of the survivor, and then hopefully kick the crap out of their team. The Necromancer revolves around their class skill, which is the Flautist, which is the thing that was giving, like, the red aura around my skeletons, so that it buffs my damage, it buffs my health, and then I just run everybody down and swarm them with an army of the undead. Now, the other one, probably the grossest one, is Warlord here, which is, this is the boss. It's Henrietta, which I believe is also... Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know there was another skin for this. You can get Fireman Deadites. So you have Henrietta as the boss, which I believe Henrietta was in one of the movies, but I don't know. This is like me inferring things, so I could be wrong. Then you have the Deadite Berserker, who will put it on the regular skin so you can see the regular stuff. This is the elite unit, and it's the one that I keep clicking on it, is the one I was talking about that's like the Deadite Lumberjack. This kind of weirdness annoys me. I don't know what it is. Weirdness in what way do you mean, Alpaca? And then you have, I guess, like, generic zombie as the Deadite here. It just, the ability here is it can puke on their guys. And it effectively acts as a CC. It does damage, but then there's also fun stuff like this, Farewell to Arms. Basic Deadites rip off their own arm to use as a melee weapon. Like, okay. The movies, yeah, I mean, it's a unique thing, and I don't blame anybody for not enjoying it. Like, it's not normally my kind of thing. I wanted to watch it, or rewatch them, I guess, since I haven't seen them in years. And I don't even know if I've watched any of them all the way, like, start to finish. But because of the game, I wanted to go back to them to see if I would like them. I don't think it'll really change my enjoyment of the game at all. But I've really been enjoying the game. It's been fun running around as the demon, and like we saw in the last game, just crapping on the survivors. It just feels fun. Plus, as the stream title indicates, I get to be the Lich King. I get to be the Lich King because I'm just going to summon an army of undead and just wash over the survivors as a wave. And it's hilarious. Now, don't get me wrong, I've lost some games, and there have been games where the survivors have just kicked the snot out of me. But for the most part, I've been able to beat up the survivors, which I think is how these games typically go, because unless you go in with an organized group, nobody's communicating, right? So the 4 are at a disadvantage compared to me. But in an organized group, the survivors are probably going to crap all over me, right? So like I said, there are 4 different classes here. You have the leader, which is going to provide auras and buffs. The warrior, who are your melee damage dealers. They also are very difficult to actually scare. So, for example, this guy. This is Henry the Red. It's off, and King Arthur also, because King Arthur's in this row, I think. Or King Arthur's one of the unlockable characters, but I'm pretty sure he's a warrior. It's very difficult to get them to a possessable state, just because they have a bunch of things that can test that. And the survivors can level up as they play as well. Instead of leveling up, obviously, by me scaring them, they collect something called Pink F. Their health regeneration item is Shemps, which is like the in-game Coca-Cola, or in-universe Coca-Cola kind of thing. Because it's goofy, it kind of wants to be funny, but also has gore and a horror thing. It's very much a niche thing. Like, there are other movies like that, and I've watched... What was the name of it? There's this movie, I think, literally called Undead. I'm trying to remember. Because, you know, years ago I was on this zombie kick, so I was just, like, going and picking up bargain bin zombie movies to see what they were all about. And I watched this one, and it feels like it was trying to be Evil Dead. It was, like, hyper gory, like, unbelievably gory, like, unnecessarily. But in a really dumb way. And I'm not saying that to be negative, but you know what I'm talking about, where it's, like, over-the-top gory but silly, not over-the-top gory and realistic like a slasher flick, like the later Saw movies or things like that. It just didn't click with me. Like, I didn't like it. I thought it was really bad. So I'm curious how I'll feel about the Evil Dead stuff, honestly. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, especially because the original movies, I think, were in the 80s. So, like, on top of being a B movie to begin with, it's going to have 80s cheese and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. But looking at the other stuff, so, like, the warriors are the melee ones. The hunters are your ranged weapon enjoyers, we'll say. And obviously they're very dangerous, but squishier. And then support is exactly what you think. Well, in this case, they actually start out with Shemps Cola and an amulet. So the amulets allow them to immediately dispel me from possessing something, as well as providing other buffs. Now, I don't know all the stuff on this end. I really should play as survivors, honestly, because I need to learn more about it. I just kind of haven't needed to, because I'm usually crapping on the survivors. As I mentioned earlier, I've only played as the demon, and only this specific demon as Necromancer. I haven't tried the other two. I'm waiting to level them up so that way I'm not... I think the biggest problem is when you play as a low-level demon against like leveled up survivors, or even a coordinated survivor group, it just feels hopeless. So that's why I want to level up the Puppeteer and Warlord before I even try to use them, because otherwise it just kind of feels like it's pointless. We'll jump into some more Necro. We'll only be playing Necro tonight. Like, I'm not going to try Survivor or the other two tonight, but if people enjoy watching this, I have no problem running this on variety nights in the future, because it is fun to play. There is, as I understand it, and again, I haven't tried it, but there seems to be, like, not a LAN mode, but if you had 4 other friends, so one of you could be the demon and 4 of you could be survivors, then you could just host your own games, it sounds like, or play against the AI. I haven't tried that, obviously. Not enough of my friends are interested in playing this sort of game anyway, but it is cross-platform, notably. So I'm playing on PC, but as you can see when I look at, or if you look in the bottom corner when you look at the survivors, they'll be on various platforms. PlayStation, Xbox, it doesn't matter. So we're going to jump in as Evil Ash and the Undead Horde.
In the form of Linda, the Savior's lost love. Join us, and we will crush the mortal's last stand.
So we've gotten the same map 3 times. Now we're starting in a corner, which is not great. Like, we're in the middle of nowhere. We got to go past
pieces of the map, like
the dagger and
they contain
the pages.
From this world,
because the survivors can't spawn there. We're going to work our way towards Dead End. I'm just laying some traps so we can get a little extra XP as we go on this trek. Because like I said, we got to traverse like the whole map. The maps are fairly big. I don't like setting the evil tree traps. They don't ever really seem to do anything of value. But controlling the demon is like driving in-game. Like, you know that one vehicle level in every game? In games that really shouldn't have vehicle levels? This is almost that bad. It's not that bad, but it is challenging to get the demon to cooperate sometimes. Oh, so the dark ones are right next to Dead End. So they're gonna have to come here. Which means that we're not wasting our time trapping this up. Like, oh, come on. I tried to pull away too quick. Like in the last game, we wasted our time trapping up Dead End. We took a lot of time doing it, and they literally never went there. But in this case, at the very least, they will have to come to Dead End in order to interact with the dark ones, and then presumably they're gonna do stuff here anyway. Now, we are taking this risk that they're gonna do the same thing as last time and collect a bunch of stuff really fast. I'm hoping that it doesn't come back to bite us. And I'm leveling up the traps. We could have gone Demon Vision in the last game because it makes it easier to find them. Like, it lowers the amount of fear that they have to have before they're visible on the map. Alright, so they got a piece.
Claimed a piece of the map. Are you toying with them, or merely incompetent?
Shut up, Linda. Okay, we're gonna go south and hope we can find them. If we're anywhere near them, they will start to show up. As I'm sure people saw from the last couple games, but, you know, we gotta get near them. And right now, we don't have the foggiest idea where they are. No, game. Getting our traps online. Now, I don't know what is quote-unquote meta for where the survivors go or don't go. Okay, so we found one of them. Already better than the last game. Found one of them relatively quickly. It's not great that they found one of the pieces before we found them. Any of them. But, I mean, you take what you can get. What? I should have canceled that because, like, I don't even know what was happening there. The game was glitching out.
Our enemies have obtained.
Oh, great, they found another piece.
Use their fear to turn them against each other.
Alright, chat, so we're not doing significantly better than the last game. We can't actually interact with her yet because I didn't get the portal summons. But another one of them is coming here. So we're just going to try and trap stuff up and hope that we can catch them and get some... There we go. Now we got some levels. Now we can summon stuff. Oh, we don't have enough energy. No, don't go in the car! Take 2 steps to the left. Come on. Alright, so we're just going to have to tail them. Because we can't let them out of our sight at this stage. I was just getting the energy, and then we're going to go back to them. Looks like they're entirely driving backwards. I'm not real clear on why. They're just trying to run down all of my skeletons? Oh, they're waiting for these other guys to show up. So since they're so close, I can see them on the minimap. Setting that trap is kind of pointless except for the experience. So they only need one more piece before they can start doing the major components. One more piece of the map, that is. So we started out real good, chat, and then the last game was kind of a disaster, and this one's not looking great. They can outrun me in the car. And I don't really want to be on foot. Like, or, what am I saying, on foot? I don't really want to be, like, running straight behind them because, as mentioned, they can outrun me. So I need to take an angle to wherever they're going. But I'm not real sure where they're going for this last piece yet. See, they're, like, slowly pulling away. So the road's gonna bank this way. I'm just trying to follow them on the mini-map. I will be able to see them as long as they remain in the car, so I'm not worried about that too much. But if they get wherever they're going quickly and then just pick up the piece, they could immediately leave. I hope this isn't, like, right next to the pages. Oh god, it is, isn't it? Yeah, this is, like, right next to the damn pages. Yep.
All pieces of the map have been collected. The mortals will seal the breach if they are not stopped.
Oh boy, here we go, chat.
I didn't want to.
Alright, we gotta try and keep them off of it for as long as we can. I don't think this is the one we want to go for, but this guy's kind of low. Oh no! I dropped out of it the last second. That was the worst. That was the worst timing possible. We would have had him. We would have had him. We'll go possession. So they're stalled a little bit, which is what we need. So it'll give us time to set up some traps, so when the rest of them try and regroup, hopefully we can catch them. Plus give us a little more experience. And our Flautist is almost back up, so stalling gives us more resources, or more resource availability. I probably shouldn't have put that point in Infernal Energy, because it's probably not going to do anything for us.
Start killing.
Oh, that was really bad. Oh, we didn't put one in there. Having the Flautist down without skeleton backup is kind of pointless. But I screwed up my energy. So, whoops. We'll get boss. We need to find some Infernal Energy bad so that I can possess something. But there's literally nothing here. There we go, there's one. I just need to possess a skeleton. Give me a skelly. Downed. Like, they just got crapped on by all the AI. Like, 3 of the 4 are down. I would love to have a Flautist right now, but we don't have to have it. This guy has zero interest in helping his friends.
Sticks and stones may break my ranks unbroken.
Game? I didn't expect that one, I'm not gonna lie. That was looking so bad. That was looking so bad. And then just, I'll drop a Flautist and everybody just impales themselves on my skeletons? I mean, I'll take those wins.
This was the best defense that humanity could offer. How pitiful. Our victory was never in doubt.
You know, Linda, for once, I agree with you. GG. I don't know, chat. I don't know what happened there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, chat, but we just kind of crapped all over those guys. And unexpectedly, like I said, I didn't think that was gonna work because we were getting dominated early on. They found the map real quick. But then as soon as I actually started, pushing back a little bit, they fell apart. Got some new people showing up in the Discord, which is cool also, which if you're not part of the Discord, !Discord, or in the description of this YouTube video, you can jump at the Random Thoughts Discord to talk phobies or other games. Obviously, my variety game, my off-topic game right now is Evil Dead. But there's a lot of stuff that people are talking about, whether it's primarily card games and turn-based strategy games, but other genres are welcome as well, of course. So yeah, chat, we'll be back at the end of the week for some more Phobies action. We also have Fright Night going, so I'm going to keep shouting that out. If you're interested in playing in a Phobies tournament, then go ahead and sign up over on start.gg. You can check out the Discord, !Discord, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can check out the Discord in the YouTube description. Although, honestly, by the time this video goes up, the event would have started. But you can get ready for the one after that, because hopefully we'll have many more to come. But like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to have to start doing some of the game reviews offline, just to make sure that they don't fall off people's profiles. I keep saying it mostly so I remind myself. Usually on Tuesdays, I try not to do anything Twitch-related. Like, I don't do anything for the channel or anything like that, but I think I'm going to start needing to in order to make sure that I stay on top of this, because so many people have been submitting replays, which is really cool. It's definitely really cool and a lot of fun. Like, I enjoy looking at the games. It's not that I don't want to, it's just I don't want to burn out kind of thing. Alright.
I have been known by many names.
This is the same map.
Dagon, Ribisu.
Whoop.
But you can call me Linda. Now is our time to walk the earth.
I can't believe we didn't
once
get enough
again.
energy. We'll put Ash's hand here. But yeah, we're going to go south. We tried going north on this map. I'm sure they'll be north this time.
Of a map to the lost pages of the Necronomicon and the
Game.
Kandarian dagger. Your task is simple.
Sometimes you just get
Kill these
stuck on
fools.
things, and it's like, why am I stuck on this? It doesn't seem... like, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of consistency as to which terrain you can go over and climb, and which ones... Wait, a vehicle's being driven. Okay, they are north. They are all the way in the northeast. I don't know why that guy jumped in a car so early. Well, that's why.
Were clear. The humans must not obtain a single piece of the map. And now they have.
So obviously we gotta go this
We
way.
find this disconcerting.
Yeah, Linda, I know. Ooh, purple chest. We're gonna put some mini ashes there. Question, how do you level up the characters like the Necro you're playing or the Puppeteer? So there's two different kinds of level ups. There's the meta progression that happens outside the game, and then there's the in-game level progression. I assume you're asking about the meta progression, which gives you all the different abilities. In order to do that, you get experience by playing the game. You also get spirit points, which are like bonus points. Chat, this is not going well. And you can expend the spirit points for extra experience, essentially. Place the trap, please. There we go, game. Thank you. Holy crap. But the level ups, which you just saw, like where I'm putting points into traps, is due to actual in-game actions. Okay, it's not letting me put the trap there. I don't know why. Now, I lost where they are, chat, honestly. This tunnel is usually where something is. But yeah, as you play the game, just from literally playing the game, win or lose, you get points. And then you can spend those points. Like, each level up that you get in account levels, we'll say, those give you points. In addition to the spirit points and other stuff. They are still up there. I imagine they're coming here. Because that's the same Ash that was driving the car moments ago when they found the other page. See, like, I was able to jump that, but I don't really understand what says what terrain other than you just learn. Just kind of annoying. But yeah, as long as you play the game, like literally just play it, and the spirit points are not unique to each side. So if you start out as a survivor and you go, you know what, I want to try demon. If you have banked spirit points, go ahead and spend them on the demon and level up the demon. Or vice versa, for that matter. I'm banking the spirit points that way I can level up my Puppeteer and Warlord. Like, I think I'm going to try Warlord next. Alright, we're maxing our traps here. Ha! Oh no, it didn't work! We didn't get it fast enough. That one worked.
Why are you doing this to me?
And bad news for you as soon as you came out of that animation, friend. You did find the other piece,
Another fragment of their precious map.
but if we can down him, I'll be very happy. I don't think we're going to because this guy's hauling ass.
Join our dark army, mortal.
He wants to get in this car, but I can't let him. He's gonna get in the car. They're just, the humans are way more mobile. Like, it's way easier for them to just juke me, kind of thing. Is Necro meta progression max like everything you have? Yes. So, well, it depends on what you're asking. So, you cannot get points in all of the abilities, if that's what you're asking. So, the maximum level is 45. Don't ask me why it's 45. I have no clue. To me, that's a weird number, as opposed to, like, being 50. But you cannot get every single ability that is available. You will only be able to get a subset, and I can show it after this game. I'm arming the wrong traps, for the record. It doesn't matter which trap I pick.
The humans have completed the map.
Alright, so they got the map.
Swallow at will.
Where are they gonna go?
The humans have discovered the book's lost pages. They were lost for a reason. Listen to my words. Kill them.
Alright, so we gotta go to the book. They started it without this guy, which is understandable. Oof. We're going against some decent teams. I didn't want to go in here. I just fell back down into the damn pit. Game. We're gonna get there when it's like half done. But yeah, my Necro is currently max level for Necro, but the other ones are at level 1, so I need to get some points in them and figure out some builds. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest, at all. We are way underleveled for this. Like, egregiously underleveled.
I gotta get the recipe for these.
Now, allegedly, there's some skill-based matchmaking, so maybe if I keep winning, I'm now going against better teams. I don't know if that's actually true or not. I play this game, like, 100% for funsies. So, like, I don't know anything about how, like, any of the systems that are in place or not in place, for that matter. I think we're just gonna wait for the flautist. Because, like, they're coordinated enough and grouped enough that I can't actually crack this if I don't have a damage buff, I don't think. We're gonna set up some traps. Oh, we set up all the traps. This is also just an awkward spot. Alright, so we got our possession on. This guy just annihilated our damn flautist. I can't hit anyone. Oh, come on. Wow. We're getting crapped on. This game is one step closer to Hunt Showdown. I mean, I've been trying Hunt offline. I really have. Granted, Hunt may not be a good stream game because of how much you have to listen to the game sound. Yes and no. I would just have to put a headset on. Like that, I realized I tried playing Hunt without a headset, and it just did not go well. Like, I couldn't make out any of the things. Like, I'd hear it, but because there's no surround sound, I don't know what direction it's from. So then I just was dying. So I only play that game with a headset, which right now, honestly, given how hot it is, playing with the headset is maybe the worst part of it. And I'm not even joking. Game? There we go. But I do want to play more Hunt. I've just been enjoying this game so much that, you know. Damn it.
Our foes have discovered the location of the Kandarian dagger.
Oh yeah, we know. Trust me, I noticed.
Exterminate them!
Alright, so hopefully Evil Ash will help us pull this back, because the last fight did not go well. But we're going to get some traps ready. We're going to get geared up. We'll have probably 2 waves that we can throw at them, and then they'll get it. We're going to wait for the Flautist to come up. See, like that random tree branch there, it's just obnoxious. It's just obnoxious. 1. I didn't want to do this. I wanted to do Evil Ash, but I accidentally hit the wrong button. Oh, that was awful. Guy was invulnerable for just like 1 second too long. Almost got the down. Skeletons. Chase. Alright, time for some Evil Ash. Alright, we got a Vader grab already. That's not good. We're dead. What? Why didn't it? That was weird. Alright, we gotta find a spot for the Flautist. We gotta get some downs. Like, we're damaging them, but we're not actually downing them. That skeleton got clobbered. Got some big scare action there. They've almost got the dagger, so we're gonna be on the Dark One soon. Oh, get her! Alright, we got it down. That's good. Gets us a level. We got 4 levels out of that, so we gotta hope that this is enough.
What are you going to do about it?
We got both our summons maxed out and some boss levels, so that's the good news. The bad news is that we're already on the Dark Ones.
Was simple. Kill the humans. Now they hold the Kandarian dagger and lost pages.
The survivors are definitely getting better.
Defend the
Like,
Dark Ones.
overall, I mean, I've seen way more good teams now as compared to when I first started playing. It was like, okay, I'm just demolishing everybody. What's the red orb thingy? So that gives me demonic essence or energy. I forget what it is. This thing I'm assuming you're talking about. So that fills the little bar on the bottom. It's basically my in-match currency for summoning things. So if you see like this scare trap costs 25 energy, but I get 30 energy from one of these things. You also get energy from scaring them and stuff like that. And if you max out your infernal energy up here at the top, the later levels will also just like passively give you energy. So collecting the orbs serves multiple purposes. It gives you the currency like I was mentioning, but it also gives you experience just by collecting it. Because otherwise, like, it's already challenging enough against a good team. So you need all the help you can get as the demon, essentially. Against disorganized teams, as we saw earlier in the night, you'll just crap on them, and it's not even close. But if they're an organized team, it verges on impossible. So they look like they're just gearing up for this final fight. They don't seem to be coming down here with a vengeance. Or maybe they are. There they are. So we'll see if we can get a scare on them. A jump scare, that is. Alright, that one was solid. We're just gonna summon some stuff to try and slow him down. She should not be fighting me. I mean, I guess she thought support was coming, so it was fine, but like... Alright, we'll unpossess there. I didn't want to drop the Flautist yet, because there's not really a need, to be honest. I wanted to save it for now. We're just gonna go for Evil Ash right off the bat. I think we need to get an advantage now. Unfortunately, they got the Flautist. So we're not really connecting a lot. This is not good. Let's try and take this one down, because one of them went down. She's occupied, so she may not see the hits coming in. Since they're bleeding out, we want to just make sure that they go down. Oh, that's not Arthur, that's Ash. I don't know which Ash this is, though. I guess it's Army of Darkness Ash, because he has the cloak. Oh, that's not good. I didn't expect it to drop me out like that. Get another down, that's what I'm talking about. Wait for his animation to finish. Oh, we whiffed.
The Necromancer has begun to close the rift.
That's not good.
Or we are lost forever.
So we're not going to get Evil Ash back in time, I don't think. So we're going to have to try and kill them. Oh, how did he not go? Okay, I was going to say, how did he not go down? Alright, so last one standing. We got him, chat. We managed to take him down. I'll take those. We've now had 2 games tonight where we had multiple survivors just go down to swarms of enemies, and I turn around and go, oh, I'll go get... Oh, that guy's already dead. You take those. GG.
One by one.
GG easy, right?
Until there was no one.
So somebody was asking about the meta progression. Forgo was asking. So let me show everybody that. We were looking at it earlier, but... And I know it can be kind of hard to follow what's going on, so keep asking questions if you have any. But right now you can see I'm probably covering it, but behind me is level 45. I am max level. You get these 4 things that show up automatically once you level up. But you have 45 points to put into each of these, and as you can see, I don't get all of them. So I'm choosing to go for a build that kind of focuses on the basic skeletons as opposed to the elites, because I actually like the basic more than the elites, just because the basic have a dodge and the elites do not. And then also some other stuff too, like notably, I really like this. Relentless Evil reduces the cooldown time of my active skill, which is the Flautist, which is this guy. And it provides an aura, which is what the red thing is around my skeletons when it's out, and, you know, the deedly-dee when he's playing the flute. Which, explain to me how the skeleton's playing a flute, but whatever. It provides a damage and health buff. So it allows me to just go ham on the survivors and annihilate them. And obviously we saw that the swarm of skeletons will eventually just overwhelm the survivors anyway. There might be better builds, but this is the one I've been enjoying. Now the other options are Puppeteer and Warlord, and they get their own set of stuff. Maybe the flute is lippy on it. That would be awesome. But yeah, like this is Warlord, which is allegedly the strongest one right now. Part of the reason is because the basic Deadites have a puke ability that you can see over here, and it's a CC. So there are a few other things, but like that's a notable advantage for the Warlord. Now the Puppeteer, which is the most demon-looking one, as you can see here, and then their army is Elagos, Demi-Elagos, and then the Deadite Berserker, who's like some hellish biker. They are focused on possessing the survivors. Now, you can do that as any demon. Once they get that red aura around them, that means their fear level is high enough and you can possess them. However, this has multiple abilities that you can unlock that increase or reduce the resource drain, is the better way to put it. It increases the length of the possession, but also decreases the resource strain. The elite might be good as from behind when they're distracted by other skeletons. The thing I don't like about the skeleton elites, assuming that's where you're going with it, Forgo, is they're very slow, both their attack wind-up and their movement. I think it's slower than the basic skeleton. Definitely on the attack wind-up, I'm not sure about the move. But the other thing is notably the skeleton elite does not have a dodge. The skeleton does. Now, you saw what I was doing. I was just heavy attack, heavy attack, heavy attack, heavy attack, or I bait it, so like I run up to them like I'm going to heavy attack, and then stop so they dodge, and then I heavy attack. I'll mix in some lights every once in a while. I don't really use Warcry all that much. It doesn't seem to matter. I'm just busy poking them with the spear. Like, poke, 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 that's all I do. But we'll jump into another game. We'll jump into another one. Like I said, if anybody has any questions, feel free to throw it out there. This game is actually only $45. When it first came out, it was on sale. I think I got it for $30. And I can tell you right now, I've gotten $30 worth of value out of it. If I stop playing right now, I've gotten way more than $30 value out of it. Now, there's supposed to be some DLC relatively soon that's going to introduce a new demon, Ruby, who's apparently the demon in the Evil Dead TV show, which we were talking about this earlier. I've seen parts of the movies, and I'm pretty sure it's only Evil Dead 1 and 3 that I've seen. I did not see the remake. I'm fairly certain I didn't see Evil Dead 2. And I'm not even sure I saw the ones that I saw all the way through. It definitely was just like pieces. But allegedly, the TV show is pretty decent. I don't know how close it is to the movies or not, but Ruby is apparently the demon in the show, and she's supposed to be the next set of DLC, along with some other survivors. There's actually more survivors than you saw when we were looking at the book there, but I haven't played the single-player campaign in order to... It's not really a campaign, but there are missions that basically teach you how to play the game, and allegedly they're actually pretty challenging. But I have not played them, and that's how you unlock them.
4 of the living dare to challenge our dominion.
Alright, so we're on the same map again. We've kind of been...
The flesh from their
Like,
bones.
we're on one of the maps a lot. I just want to trap this game.
Do you feel that?
I always try and
Presence of
trap
living
the
humans searching
loot
for
chests.
pieces of a map. End their
Do the elite skeleton
suffering.
do more damage than the basic? I think so. I have to assume they do. I'm pretty sure baseline they do more damage and have more health, but the dodge means a lot. And obviously, if I'm correct in that they move differently, like different speed, the movement counts for a lot. I just value the dodge very highly. Let's just upgrade our traps real quick. So one of the things is when you max out your traps, the base level traps are not great, obviously. And when I say max out your traps, I mean the trap skill. But when you max it out, 3 levels in it, it actually summons elites just off of your regular traps. So if you can get to that very quickly, you do have the potential to summon elites on the survivors before they're truly prepared. I'm getting caught on like every tree and every little bit of foliage. It's incredible. I'm not taking a great path here. Yeah, we basically just dodged like everything. We weren't searching very well as the point. Ooh. We'll put some mini ashes here. I need to check what the difference is because
Human hands now hold
sometimes
a
it matters.
fragment of the map. Why do these humans still have hands?
I'm not doing a good job of finding the survivors today. Sometimes I'm like in the zone and I find them in seconds, and then other times it's like I'm hunting around the entire map and can never find them. But we're gonna trap everything up that we can. There we go, we found one. All you need is one. That's a pretty important level. So we will get our portals next, so we can manually summon portals as opposed to only from traps. What are you doing down there, friend? Oh, they must be lighting a... Must be lighting some... Oh, no, they're going for this. Oh, there was a chest there? I didn't see that. Game. I missed that chest, because they were absolutely going to open that. It's a purple chest. Of course they're going to open it. Ugh, that's brutal. I can't believe I missed that one. Just walked right past it. I was too busy trying to, like, get ahead of them. Alright, so now we have portals so we can start harassing them. And this guy has elected to isolate himself. I have bad news for you, friend. Now, they're going to try and run, but I'm chasing you down.
The land of the living.
The land of the living. Sprint, please. No! Well, I guess that I traded my bad attack for their whiffed amulet.
The humans have discovered another piece of the map. Have you lost your appetite
Come
for
on.
slaughter?
Oh no, I got stuck on something. Chasing this guy like this is probably a mistake, honestly. But he's wasting ammo, and we might get it down? Maybe? They have 2 out of 3 pieces in the map, so this is not good. But they're coming here. I shouldn't have gone for that second attack. I should have just started sprinting again.
This armor makes me look fat.
Does this armor make me look bad? The skeleton dialogue sometimes is really funny. Alright, we got it down, so that was absolutely worth it. Oh, we gotta depossess here. So the longer they're screwing around doing this, I mean, that guy's bleeding out. We have a flautist up, so we should be able to kill this guy. We'll just get some shield bashes in. Got him. Got another down. Get out of here. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get a bunch of levels. Feels good. The elite is, or the flautist is just going to hang out there in the meantime?
You feel like a young buck again.
We don't have a flautist here, we also don't have the energy to possess. That's not good. This guy was busy combat looting, it looks like. Alright, well they're going to walk out and then I hopefully hit this trap. Oh, somebody died, so we get another level? Chat, this one's going much better. This one's going much, much better. Where is this guy? Trying to rescue his friends? Oh, he's gonna collect their souls and then be able to res them. Why can't I see him? Oh, because he was standing there. So he needs to go to an altar in order to resurrect his friends. It's basically an instantaneous res, which is kind of obnoxious.
Now hold the complete map
They also have the entire map.
of the lost pages and Kandarian dagger. Try harder.
It's gonna hurt you way more than it's gonna hurt me.
I don't know why this guy's fighting with that low of a health. With that little health.
I marked something for you. I'm a giver.
He's doing pretty good with his dodges, though. I'll give him that.
You're gonna want to see.
Not great there. That was an error. So where are they? They're not really going for anything right now. We're just gonna keep harassing this guy. That was not it. Like, you knew I was coming. Oh man, that's gotta feel bad. We take those. We take those. All right. So now we go find the other person, which was down by Lucky Valley Lodge not long ago. I'm pretty sure the person we just took down had all the souls. I'm fairly certain. Point being is that the other teammate has to come all the way back here in order to try and resurrect everybody. Yeah, there they are. They could try and do the objective on their own, but I'm telling you right now, it's not going to end well for them. Game? Apparently me walking in a line is not going to work out well for me either. Gotta get back on track here. If she gets there, I'm gonna be so annoyed.
How do you reload this thing?
Over here, would you? I'm not done kicking butt.
One-on-one Evil Ash. Against the healer. He's got a little Vader choke going. Got a little vampire Darth Vader. Get the RP walk in. Oh, she's too far. Can't dodge the Vader choke, and now all my skeletons get to catch up. Look at that army, chat! Look at that army! Alright, you got the dodge on the heavy. Fair.
Cover me while I reload.
Oh, you fell off the cliff.
Miserable bag of bones.
Tree blocked you. Alright, now I think we can Vader choke for the kill. Oh no!
Eyes again.
We ran out of energy at the worst possible time.
We've been waiting for years.
We're gonna run out of energy too. I was just trying to rush it there and we didn't need to. But as long as we keep pressuring her, I mean, we just have to not let her res the rest of them. So, like, she's got to come all the way back here to this altar. Oh wow, she healed a lot. I mean, she is the healer, but... Damn. She's gonna get the res. Oh, are we gonna get her? We got her. That was close, chat. I thought they were actually gonna get the res, but we didn't let them. Look at that. Look at that skeleton. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, chat. We pretty much crapped on them once we found them.
Darkness will rule.
Once we found them, it was basically ball game over. I'm telling you, people seem to make the horror movie mistake and just isolate themselves, and then it's just easy pickings. As soon as I find them when they're on their own, we tear them apart. The Flautist is just so good. The Flautist is just so good. As always, everybody, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and Black Lives Matter.